Hi, this is Todd again, and I'm doing my second YouTube vlog about growing hydroponics indoors in my basement. And I just wanted to go over a few things with anyone who's seen my first video log about my setup that I have and I've built in my basement using a 5-shelf system with both hydroponics and also using dirt just to grow lettuce and microgreens. I wanted to do an update and kind of go over a few things that I've learned since the first video log. So let's start off. Recently it was Christmas, so one of the first things that I got at Christmas from one of my sons is I got a pH meter, which I'm now using instead of using the usual pH liquid for measuring and for checking my water pH. I don't need that anymore, but I do need the pH down because my pH is always running at about 7. It needs to be somewhere around 6.5 or 6. So I'm still using the pH down. But overall, I still have this, and I check the values on the pH meter that I got, so it's always good to have both. The other thing I got for Christmas is another meter that has a different modes. It has the ability to read the actual reading for the temperature of the water that I'm using in my hydroponic system. It also reads all different modes. You've got parts per million for EC and checking the actual levels of nutrient that are in your water and where they should be, and then matching those to what you're growing, and then what's the expectation for PPM for that type of plant that you're growing and the water that you're measuring. It also has Celsius reading and also a Fahrenheit reading, like I said, for measuring the temperature of the water. And it's very useful. With the two devices, I can do everything that I need to check my pH, my nutrient levels in my water temperature, and making sure that everything works the way it should. So what I'll do is I'll go through both meters, kind of give you an overview of what each one does, and then how I'm using them. In my hydroponics setup, I have a 27-gallon tub of water that I put my nutrients in. Those nutrients are then fed to the hydroponic setup that I have right now growing lettuce. I've also got other things growing that starting on that. But what I wanted to show you is looking at the tub that I have set up with the hydroponic nutrients. I wanted to show you how to do the measuring. Right now it's winter. It's been down to almost 5 degrees Fahrenheit, and there are also negative degrees at night, so things have been pretty cold even down here in the basement of my house. But one of the things that I did is I got myself a water heater that you can see all the way at the end, right there. It's right at the back there. That's heating the water to about 60 to 65 degrees, and that water is being pumped out by a pump down here, and also I have an air stone aerating the water, and then the return pipe coming into this tub from the hydroponic tubs that I have set up. That the water comes out, goes into those hydroponic tubs, feeds the nutrient to the plants, and then the plants then go out. They come around, they empty out through piping here. PVC pipe goes all the way around and then back in. So one of the things that I've had to do recently is using this meter. I can now, let me put this on here, I can put the mode on Fahrenheit. Right now it says that the air temperature is 65.6, 65.4, goes up and down. But what I can do is I can actually open up my water tank, and I can put my temperature gauge in there, and I can measure the water and see that it's probably running at about 62. That's what I had a few minutes ago, so it's actually not going down too much, which is pretty good. So you want anything running from about 60
60 to 65, 70 is good, maybe a little high. So this temperature is actually very good. So I can change the mode on this to go PPM and read my PPM, which is the amount of nutrient that's in the water and is actually running in the water. That's running at 1253, which is a little high. Probably because I put some Epsom salts in there in addition to my nutrients. Prior to that, I was running at about 1,000. So it should be somewhere around 1,000 for the lettuce that I'm growing. It also has other readings, Celsius reading, and Fahrenheit. So that's what I use, using that measurement for. The other measurement is reading my pH, making sure the pH is right for my nutrients and the water going to my plants. pH, what I want to really look for with lettuce is anywhere from about 6, maybe 6.5, somewhere in that range. Starts getting up towards 7, it's not good for the lettuce. But in the same way, I can measure my water pH, and let's see what it says here. It says 6.2, which is actually pretty much right where I want it. And I measure this every day, make sure my water pH is good. It starts running up at 7 or higher, then I have things to worry about, and I have to put some pH down in the water, and I don't want to have to do that if I don't have to. So that's just another video log. I wanted to show you what I got for Christmas, some of the new toys, and go over how I use those for my hydroponics setup. I'm also starting to grow kale and chard, rainbow chard. I've got other things growing. I've got some curly lettuce that I'm growing, and I'm able to feed my family of 4 regularly. We have salads from this, and it's working out very well. The greens that I'm getting out of this system are amazing, and I don't think anybody could beat them. You can't go to the store and get the quality of greens that I'm getting off of this. Just using 5 shells, a bucket of water, and a setup that I've created. So if you're interested, see my other video that describes the whole thing. It's a little long, it's like 18 minutes, but I think by the time you're done, you'll get a lot of information and it'll be worthwhile. So have a good day. Bye now.